Alright, we're here for arm day. This is my office gym. There's actually a few people here, which is weird. It's usually pretty empty. So it's like with me, I think 3 people total. Packed. Totally packed. Anyway, we're going to start off with triceps, finish off with dumbbell curls. I'm trying to get this workout done fast. It's, what time is it? It's like 10, 12. So my goal is to, because it takes about like 30 minutes to get home from the gym, from this one. So, it's already an hour just to get here and get back home. So, I'm trying to enjoy my day. It's Saturday, so, it's nice outside and everything. I was going to try to get here earlier in the day, but I slept in because sleep is also important. So, yeah, we're just going to try to whip through this and get it going. Good workout, still have a good workout, but I'm going to try to minimize my talking and just crank it away, That's weird. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to try to, get through it quick. No long breaks, no chit-chat, just working out. All right, here we are. Rope extensions. It's going to be pretty solid. 35 pounds, as always. Feels a little bit heavy, actually, which is sad. But it's a beautiful day outside. I'm looking out the window, and it's nice and sunny. So looking forward to having a good day outside. I'm going to hang out with my little brother. And, yeah, haircut this week. You'll see that at some point. I got the fashion show in 1 week from today, or roughly. So, yeah. That's going to be a vlog of itself, like a day vlog or something, the fashion show. So, yeah, let's just get started. And hoping for higher reps on this first set. Start the day strong. 80 mmHg, what is that, millimeters of mercury or something? So, yeah, let me get this music good too. Got my... what do you call it? Gym playlist, Gym Ultimate. Okay. Oh, 42. Feels pretty good. All right. Like I said, I'm going to get through this fast, so I'll see you at the next one. Okay, as promised, we're on to the next workout. These are skull crushers, 55-pound bar. I wish there was an easy bar, but there's not one at this gym. Nothing else to say. I'm wearing my favorite cat shirt that I got from Japan. I love this shirt. And actually, something I've noticed about myself is I don't buy clothes a lot. Like, the last time I bought a new thing of clothing, long time ago, it's like 1 or 2 articles of clothing per year, maybe 3. I see a lot of ads, for Gymshark and Fabletics. 50% off here, 30% off there. How many people actually need more clothes? I don't know. Especially when it comes to shoes, for me. I can have the same pair of shoes for years. The only reason I ever want or need to buy new shoes is for a new style. They never really get worn down. They get dirty, but if I keep them clean, clean them regularly, then they stay pretty well. So, yeah, the nice thing about being in a wheelchair, I guess, the lack of wear and tear. Anyway, let's do this workout and then continue, more of a workout. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. That way I'm not like crotch bombing you. Okay. Get in the zone. Oh, all right. That was 45. I think last week we did 50. And sometimes I do and don't feel like the blood flow restriction is working. I think because the strap here, like my tricep starts here and the strap ends up here. So there's this huge range that could be moved down, but the strap is too thick. Oh well. See you at the next workout. So I'm trying something a little new for this, more so with the theme of getting done faster, because like I tried last time, I tried to do 2 dumbbells at once and I almost flipped over the bench because, you know, 1 set is actually 2 sets in a way, because, you know, let's say I do 1 set of 15 reps curls, right? Well, actually that's the time of 30 curls because I have to do each arm separate. That's the same with rows as well. But, you know, it's Saturday. I'm a little impatient. Working out 5 days a week actually feels like a lot. I don't know. You know, I'm pretty happy about my decision early on in my training to separate arm day into its own day, just because it does shorten up my other workouts during the week, you know, and then arms can be dedicated, which I like, because then I can do blood flow restriction, which I like. But, you know, like, when I come to this gym, it's like a 30-minute drive, you know, or like, you know, go down the hall, go up the elevator, go around the block, and, you know, when you're as tired as I am, it's significant. So what I'm going to try to do, and this is kind of what I did for the skull crushers, though you didn't see this, is, you know, I'm doing 4 sets. That's the other thing. On arm day, I do 4 sets, not 3. During the week, all my things are 3 sets, so I have to kind of remember it's 4 working sets, not 3. And that also contributes to the time, right? So what I'm going to try to do is 2 sets back to back, shorter break in between, and then longer break in between the 2 sets back to back. So with skull crushers, you know, I didn't even sit up, right? I laid down, do my first set, you know, I hit 45, and then I set down the weight, you know, like 30 seconds, short time in between. And is that optimal? I don't know. But at this point, you know, we're splitting hairs. So then I pick up the weight again, do the skull crushers, set the weight down, sit up. Write down both sets, you know, 45, 25. It went down a lot. So 45, then 25 for my first 2 sets of skull crushers. Take a little bit longer break, put my timer on for a minute, 2 minutes, minute and a half, whatever. I undershoot the time on the timer because I know that it takes me a moment to get up, get in my phone, set the timer, and then when the timer's done, it takes me a moment to get down, pick up the weight, right? So I include about, you know, 20 seconds for all of that unaccounted for on the timer. So if I do a minute, 30 seconds, that's more like 2 minutes of a break, truly. So yeah, longer, like about 2.5 minute break in between the 2 sets in a way. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. I'm going to rep out. And I'm going to stop the video after the first set, but I'm going to do the first set of preacher curls followed by a very brief break and then hit it up again reps will drop a lot, then take a longer break, reps go up a little bit, short break before the last set, boom, then I'm done. I'm trying it, we're trying stuff. So anyway, let's do it. I'm just gonna actually put the mic down here because I got nothing more to say. Wow, that was brutal. I have an insane pump. The tightness in my biceps is insane. It just happens to be that it's easier to do biceps than triceps, right? Like you just do the curl motion, you get that solid squeeze. For the triceps, for me, it's a little bit more difficult to get that full like push down squeeze, So it's easier to get it like a solid tight pump in the biceps, which is what I got there. My reps compared to last week, way, way, way down. But I feel great. It feels great. I don't feel weaker. I feel like I'm getting a great workout. So it is what it is, I always talk about I need to dye my beard again. And I do. I think I'm going to do it tonight. So maybe I'll do like a little video of that. Probably not. But you'll see it. You'll see it on Monday. Or like my Monday workout, whenever that does end up getting posted. Going to New Ability later today. They got like a little event going on. That'll be nice. I haven't been there in a long time. I'm a different part of my life, kind of graduated from that for now, right? Like I still stretch, I still do my body maintenance and everything, but the goal of walking is no longer the dominating priority, if that makes sense, So I went to New Ability leading up to my stem cell, and then after my stem cell, I came back, and I went there like 3 days a week, but that did take a lot of time out of, my work, my daily life, so that was the focus. But then, after a while, and no progress was made, like I'm actually just about the same. So unfortunately, the stem cell didn't really work. Now, who's to say I should have done it sooner? I should do it again. I should wait until there's a new, technology. Who knows? But it is what it is, And at least I tried, right? Like I did it. I did it when I could and how I could and the best that I could, and that's honest. So, yeah, someone else just came in. But yeah, I got some more goals in my life. I got some more things I'm chasing after. And, one of those things is the bodybuilding. So that's the dominating force right now. And then soon after comes my master's degree in computer science. And then, I want to start doing public speaking about, maybe motivational, maybe informational, DEI stuff, talk to companies. I've been thinking about doing corporate stuff. There's a lot to work out there. There's a lot I do and don't know. Maybe I need a partner. to help me out with it, but this is all under the WheelchairDNA world, right? So there's going to be some stuff there, I have a lot of growth opportunities, and I want to do, all this stuff within the next couple of years for sure, so I'm 25, so the way I see it is my 20s is for doing as much as possible, trying things out, gaining as much experience as possible in as many things as possible, reading, learning. 20s are like the apprenticeship years, and then in my 30s, I'll go on to really solidify my purpose and passion and career and everything like that. Like really, really have that as a dominating force with all the experience under my belt and above my belt. I don't know why under my belt is a thing, but and then 40s is where I maybe retire early. I don't know. Would be nice. But yeah, some part of my model for this is one of my ex-girlfriends, and she was one of the best girlfriends I've had. Her father was a millionaire, but he was a cool guy. And even though I was early on in my growth, personal development, everything, like that relationship really kicked off a new tipping point in my life where I learned about, values, morals, really got more into reading, really gained a learning mindset. My trajectory for life changed so significantly in so many ways that it's hard to articulate, actually. But her father, let's see, how long have I been talking? Oh, let's see. Is this still going? Oh yeah, we're still going. Cool. Also, I'm taking a break because I'm absolutely tired. So when we do hammer curls, I'll have more energy for that, which is what I want. So her father, multi-millionaire guy, but he's cool. He's not like this big high roller, but he's successful, right? And he was kind of an exemplar for me of, hey, maybe this is how I should think about life, right? Like, I don't need to be a 20-year-old millionaire. I need to go work at a company, learn as much as I can, and then if I want to, if the opportunity is it's kind of like opportunities favor the prepared, something like that. So I can learn now. And then he left his company, built his own company, and ended up selling it, right? But he did that when he was in his 40s, I think, or like late 30s, 40s. So it's really about working really, really hard, learning a lot, and then you build a company with the knowledge you have, that type of thing. Because I'm not some Silicon Valley genius, but I know how to work hard and learn and make things work. So, learning a lot about business. And also in that same era of my life, I met a lot of people. Dave House, he's a big business guy, if you look up Dave House. And John Nussbaum, who has sadly passed away, he was one of the founders and then leaders of Plexus Corporation in Wisconsin. Met him, talked to him, and then a lot of other people in Wisconsin actually, teaching me about business and life goals, careers. And, the more people I meet, the more perspectives I gain. Like a lot of the friends I have now, right? They have a lifestyle that I've never even thought of. And now that I see it, I can see the wisdom in some of it and a lot of it. And then I can adapt it, make it my own. So we're always evolving as people, right? But the core of my person, right, it's about the same, but, you try to create the best version of yourself every day, which is what I'm doing. So yeah, this long talking segment is pretty much just for the long form videos. So now we're going to get into hammer curls. Let me get this. I turned off the pump in here, so pump it back up. Okay, it's hammer time. 15. Wow, that longer break actually helped. Okay, so that's it for the video. I'm going to finish up the last 3 sets of this, and I'll see you guys on week 23, lift 1, whenever that gets posted. We are officially 4 weeks away from May 31st. It is May 2nd, 3rd. Today's May 3rd. So a little bit less than 4 weeks, exactly. So getting dialed in, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I love you. Ciao. Okay, I wasn't gonna do this, but it only takes a couple minutes, so quick posing routine.